I am Groot. First! Yes, you're first.
There's the opportunity to get help.
Michelle's doing okay, and they are finally, looks like they're doing therapy all week. Looks like she's even getting it twice a day. One person will come in and do her arms, her arm therapy, and another person will come in and do her leg therapy. So I'm hopeful. Just see how quickly she improves. I got no printing done this week. None. Zero. Zilch. Ugh. Power was so completely and totally unreliable this week that I didn't even bother turning on a printer. It was just pointless. We got ridiculously heavy snowfall. We're talking 20 inches of wet snow, not powder. Power just kept turning off. Apparently, it was the lines coming from Texas that were the problem, not the local lines. So the whole area was out. The power would go out for half an hour, come back, then it would go out for an hour, come back. One time it was out for like 4 hours. So for 2 days, there was just no reliable power, so I didn't even bother. I turned everything off. I unhooked everything because I didn't want to take a chance of a surge coming through and frying shit when the power came back. Yeah, no kidding. Theoretically, Texas is the only state that could survive on its own, but they run the place like such crap that they would probably fail even though they have everything they need. Well, the problem is Texas cut a lot of corners because Texas doesn't get winter weather. And now suddenly Texas is getting winter weather and their infrastructure was absolutely not prepared for that. And I think part of it is they don't want to invest the money to prepare the infrastructure. They're hoping it'll just go away. And then they won't have to spend the money. Because they'd rather just, take everybody's money and not spend the money. Well, that's more of a meme. I mean, Texas is not a bad place. It's a nice state. If I were to live in Texas, it'd probably be up near Amarillo. Mostly, well, see, there's the catch-22. If you're living in Texas, it's similar to living in New Mexico. Texas is a wasteland of nothing. So if you want to live near anything, you need to live near Houston or, what's the other place? Austin. Because those are the two major cities in Texas. You want to live near those to have access to infrastructure and resources. But weather-wise, I would prefer Amarillo because that's going to have similar weather to here. Low humidity, low rainfall, mild summers and winters. But Dallas, that's it. Dallas, Houston, Dallas, and Austin, the three major cities. I think that's the three major cities. Hang on, I'll check. Oh, Google Maps take forever to load. Yes. Yeah, Dallas Fort Worth is the one area. Austin, San Antonio, and Houston. And interestingly enough, an ideal location would probably be near Austin because you're still relatively close to San Antonio and not horribly far. You're about an hour's drive to Houston. So that's a pretty, somewhere in that little triangle formed by San Antonio, Austin, and just, complete the triangle near like Flatonia. If you could live somewhere in there, you'd have reasonable access to infrastructure. But too hot, too humid, and also crime. But if you want an area similar to where I live now, then what you want is Amarillo. Amarillo is a decent built-up area. It's not huge though. And your nearest access point is Oklahoma City, but that's like 6 hours away still, or 5 hours away. But that would have similar weather to here. I have very low crime. When obviously this changes every year, but when I was picking places to live, Edgewood was the 5th safest city in the entire state of New Mexico, and there's several reasons for that. One, it's a relatively wealthy area. There's a lot of poor people here, a lot of retired people here, but it's also a relatively wealthy area because of a lot of the retirement homes, and you have proximity to Albuquerque. It's a 25-minute drive to Albuquerque. It's 25-30 miles, but it's 25 minutes because you're doing 70 miles an hour. And a little bit more access with Moriarty, but also there's basically nothing between us and Albuquerque. You have the 1,800-foot climb up the mountain, so the crime doesn't tend to go this way. The crime tends to move north, south, and west. It doesn't tend to move east because it's too harsh going up that 1,800 foot. That's my guess. So the crime we do have is annoying. It's petty theft. We got people driving around stealing shit. And I got banned from Nextdoor for a month because meth is, this area is heroin. So if you're in the Northeast, it's heroin everywhere. Out here, it's meth everywhere. And I got banned from Nextdoor for a month because I ranted on Nextdoor about that scumbag who's stealing shit from me. He's been stealing from me for a year and I haven't been able to catch him. I'm pretty sure he lives on this street and he watches and waits till I leave. That's one of the reasons why I'm pissed off that the city wants me to move my van, for 2 reasons. One, if I put the van behind the trees, it's now undercover. And if I put the van undercover, he'll have a chance to break into it and mess with it. Also, the critters have left it alone. They haven't tried to tear it apart. And I don't want to screw with that. And by the way, I found the key. I finally found the key to it. No. I'll have to try that. Apparently the one lady who owns the house that they threw the pizza on, apparently she's not very happy about people coming there. But no, I haven't done that. I should have done that while the electric car was working. But now the electric car is not working properly, I can't do that. I can only see Michelle once a week now. Because I can't get gas money from Logan anymore. He's out of work right now. He got a... that's a lot of attention. But how do you not know that buying that house? I mean... maybe bit off more than she can chew. Logan got an infection in his leg from jock itch or something. And it was so bad that within 2 hours of him coming into the emergency room, they were rolling him into the operating room and still hadn't told him what they were going to do to him yet. That's how serious it was. Good afternoon, 3D Medic and Matt. I have a picture of it. I'm not going to post it because that would be extremely rude. But I wanted to vomit when I saw the picture. And what I'm seeing is not the picture of the injury, but the picture of the surgery result. Let me put it to you this way. Do you know the chair they put ladies into an OBGYN, their legs propped up, them spread apart? Well, imagine you spreading them apart and Michael Myers taking a swipe at your balls with a machete, and he misses your balls and takes a hack out of your thigh. Yeah, It looks like something you see at the butcher hanging off a hook. And he's walking around like this. And apparently it's common. It's apparently common for people to walk around with open wounds this big. And just to be walking around. I was like, how? How do they even let you out of the hospital like that? You look like a piece of meat. And I tell you, he's got balls to be able to handle that kind of pain. It's got to hurt so bad. And he has to pack this thing every day and unpack it and clean it out every day. Well, every other day. He does it on one day, then the nurse does it the next day, then he does it the next day, then the nurse does it the next day. But they did get him approved for the vacuum machine, which should greatly help with that. But he's going to be out of work for months. And so he can't, he literally can't give me gas money because he doesn't have any income right now. So I got a full tank of gas now. That's enough for about 5 or 6 trips to Michelle. So I'm going to go see her once a week so that I can see her for the next 6 or 7 weeks. And it's the best I can do. I mean, I just don't have any gas. I mean, nothing I can do. I'm going to try to see if I should have like 40, 50 gallons of gas in the bus. So I'm going to try to get some gas out of the bus. Because if I can even get, just 20 gallons out of the bus, that's enough to take me into January, visiting her. And, because she gets very lonely. She's just not used to that. She has difficulty emotionally coping with that. And, I had an incident during the snowstorm, which I'll be showing later. I want to make sure we're far enough into the stream because I'm pretty sure the city watches my streams. And, or at least they did at one point. I don't want them to find out what happened. Just in case they can cause me problems with it. I don't want them to find out. But basically, I was trapped in my house for 3 days, and not really. Once the snow melted, I can get out. And I'm very thankful that my cars were not under the carport, because otherwise I would have 2 destroyed cars right now. That would suck. Yep, that would be life-altering. But more on that later. I'm sometime later this week, either tomorrow, Friday, or Saturday, or something like that. I'm gonna do a live stream from my Life of Nerisse channel, and I'm gonna do a Temu haul video. I ordered so many freaking earrings off of Temu. About half the order was for business. I found out that the hummingbird earrings that I am getting off of Temu are selling for $26 on Amazon. I'm not kidding. That blew my mind. Which means I can sell them for $15-20, no problem. Theoretically. I don't know how many people buy them. And I found a matching necklace. So I can sell a full set. Wait until you see this. It's mind-blowing. It blows my mind that this is even possible. But look at this. It's these right here. I have like 30 pair of these. And they're selling these for 50 were bought in the last month. I only need to sell 3 to break even on the money I spent. And I've seen it as low as $26.49. One of the sellers was selling it for $26.49. That was the cheapest I could find. I got these. I think the manufacturer's clearing them out. Because I can't even link to them because the links go away on a daily basis. Like a link that was there today won't be there tomorrow. And I think what happens is they get low on them and they decide, okay, we're clearing them out. We're going to get something new. And they drop the price to like nothing. I got these for 33 cents a piece. A pair. 33 cents. Now I had to buy the little cards, like this kind of thing. You know, these little, can you even see that? Yeah, I had to buy the little card thing, these little cards. It was like $4 for 200 to put them on. I gotta get this kind. I bought the little flat kind, but I like this kind with the little pop-outs because I think that would be better for the different types that I have. Like the hook kind. This works for studs, but doesn't work for hooks. But that kind where they pop out would work for hooks, I think. I'm also eventually going to get a custom ink stamper or stickers to put, to make it a brand. Because I'd like to try to, make money doing this. Actually making custom jewelry. And, but yeah, when I saw this, it just blew my mind. It's like, what? they're selling these for $31. What? Let's see if I can find anybody else selling the same ones. Those are nice. I can get those too. Look, all of them. Oh, here's another set. Oh, here's a set for $7. Ouch. Okay, that I wasn't expecting. That's the same set for $7, but nobody's buying it. I wonder why. I didn't see that one before. But even at $7, what I paid is nothing. Well, that one's pretty. I like that. At that price, I'm thinking I can even get nice little flip boxes to put them in. Because hummingbirds are a really big thing around here. That I wasn't expecting. Okay. Let me take a look at that. It's the same thing. Yep. Looks like the same thing. Doesn't even have any reviews. So I wonder why. This might be one of those situations. This is really weird. This is something that I had to learn. When I was this is just I guess it's a case of you either know this or you don't. You have to learn it. So how many people got? Only 3 people. Bring that back. But I'm sticking with the short little studs for now until the ears heal better. I tried putting a pair of the hooks in, and my ears didn't like that because they weren't healed enough. They started to inflame and get sore and red, and I was like, nah, I don't like that. I was like, okay. So I also ordered supplies to make my own stuff. So I ordered, hooks and studs that you can, and I got the little pliers. I finally found a set. It's like a 4-piece set for $4. The different types of pliers, the nippers, straight nose, curve nose, and the round ones. And is that in there? No, it's not. But hi, kitty cat. I got a pair of Croc knockoffs from Temu. They actually do fit, barely. They barely fit, and they're actually kind of nice. These are Halloween themed. They were $3.86. I was like, for $4, I'll take a gamble. I need one size bigger to be perfect. But they're all. This is a 46, 47, so I need a 47. This is not a 47. It's not. 46 fits me. And 47 definitely fits me. But so these are more like a 44, 45. They're overestimating the size. And hey, Andreas. But for $3.86, that's great. Now, of course, these weigh about a third of what a pair of Crocs weigh. So there's a lot less material and a lot less dense. Hey, 3D Medic. So these aren't going to last nearly as long. I think if I wore these daily, I'd get a month out of them. I think I'd get a month. But if I just save them just for holidays, then that's fine. You know, I could probably get a few years out of them. I only wear them a couple of times during the Halloween season. For $3.86, not bad. And I finally found a shirt on Temu that fits. They don't have too much variety, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, I got this. It's a 9XL. That's the Asian size. So a 9X Asian is a 5X American. Just so you know. So if you're a 4X, you need an 8X Asian. You basically need to double it. And whatever your size is, you know, double the number. So if you're a 2X, you probably need a, well, actually, no, that one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess at 2X, you'd probably need like a 5X, and a 3X, you'd need a 6X. A 4X, you'd need a 7 or 8X. And a 5X like me, you're going to need an 8 or 9X in Asian size. But yeah, the sizing's a little weird, but it does fit. It's not tight, you know. So that's a nice, I like that. That was like $8. And it's pretty heavy. It's not bad for $8. I mean, it's a nice shirt. I don't know what it's made out of. It's a weird material. I want to say polyester, but it's a weird woven. It's not, I'm trying to find a tag. Oh, there's a tag. Made in China, 9XL, 100% polyester, so it's polyester. But unlike the Halloween shirt that I got, which also fits, this is a Halloween shirt. This is like a soft, it feels like cotton, but I'm pretty sure it's also polyester. It doesn't say. I'm pretty sure it's also polyester, but it has a soft like cotton feel. This has a textured woven feel to it, but it's not like it's slick like polyester is, but it's not shiny because of the weave. I don't even know if I can show that. Yeah, it's not showing up. It's almost like a crosshatch woven pattern, but that gives it a more canvas like texture, which is nice. It's a nice shirt. It's nice and heavy too. It's got weight to it. You know, it's not one of those super lightweight shirts, but for $8, I think $8.36, not bad. And let's see if I can find it for you. The price changes daily. Damn. So, where is it? I just did a search for 9X. Oh, there it is. Oh, of course, the price went lower. Now you can get it for $7.17. So, yeah. It's almost tempting to order another one for that price, but I don't got the money. But yeah, this is that's the shirt. Now it's down to $7.17. But hard to beat. I mean, if you need big guy shirts, it's hard to beat for that price. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Caden. So I'm going to try my hand at selling those earrings. I'm going to try to sell for $20 for the earrings and $30 with the necklace, or maybe $18 for the earrings and $30 with the necklace, and get some nice little case. You know, the little jewelry boxes that open. And let me check that. How do I find that? Retail box. I don't want these cheap boxes. I'd like the ones that open. You know, the ones that are on a hinge. The trick is you got to find, here's one. So this is the kind of thing that I want. That's not bad. It's $1. That's basically $1 each. But I need something a little bit bigger. So really? Premium ring earring storage organizer without power supply? That's how you're describing this? Really? So let's do velvet. Since the paper ones are not going to be that. There we go. So there's the trick. A little expensive. Not bad. I like the red. Although I would like purple. Because purple matches the hummingbirds. These are expensive, though. That's really nice. This would be nice for the other hummingbird set that I'm working on. But that's a high price to pay. I need to get down to below $2 a piece. That's kind of cool. But something large like this is probably what I'm going to be after, but I can't afford that price. I'll have to look around and see what's available. A lot of these are for home use. I need retail. I need ones that, you know, come like this. I need ones that, you know, you get 12 of them. Because those are the ones that you're going to get the bulk price on. Because that's not bad. Oh, they have royal blue, too. Ooh, I like the royal blue. But the red is also really nice and stands out. The red pops with the silver. So does the blue. How you been doing, Caden? And eventually, what I would like to do is, I would like to 3D print my own boxes with print in place, just because I can. In theory, I can actually make little sockets that'll actually hold the individual, you know, pendants and stuff in place, so they'll actually like click in place. And this way, when you open it, everything's presented beautiful and stays put. But temporarily, this would work to, you know, punch the earrings in on here and here, and the necklace in the middle, and then I could have all 3 pieces inside one box. That would be a nice presentation. Because here's what I found out that's really weird that I just did not comprehend until I saw it happen. So when I was running the store in New Jersey, I was basically using JIT protocols to run the store, just in time production and shipping, because I didn't have money to buy wholesale. And even though my Uncle Bob, I don't know if he's actually our uncle, if we just call him Uncle Bob, but he's my dad's good friend, and he offered to send me a bunch of stuff, and he probably would have let it go, but he's family as far as I'm concerned, and I can't do that to him because I know I'm not going to be able to pay it back before I sell the store, and I can't give him anything out of the sale of the store because I needed that to buy the house, and so I couldn't stiff him. Even if he was okay with it, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. Um, I just I don't want to do that to anybody, but I'm sure as hell not going to do that to a friend, you know, a family friend. No way. Just I'm not. Just not the way I work. And I know it might be dumb to some people, but you know, I got to go to sleep at night. Right? And that's one way it makes it easier for me to go to sleep at night is knowing that I didn't fuck over people. So I got lucky though, and I found out you can actually buy adult toys on Amazon. Now, if you type in exactly what I bought on Amazon, it's not coming up. Amazon will say no results. Like, what? They're filtering the results. So if you do a search for this stuff on Amazon, you won't find it. What you have to do is you have to do a search on Google. You type Amazon.com space and whatever you're looking for. And Google will then search Amazon.com for whatever it is you put in. Let me show you. This is kind of funny. Now, I don't know if they've changed it since then, but let's see if it still works. Are you kidding me? So, it does come up now. So they've changed it. Wow. Okay. It used to be when you searched on Amazon for this kind of crap, it wouldn't come up at all. You would just not get it. Let's get out of there. Okay, that's very different. So what you would do in the past, remember, this was 6 years ago. What you would do is you'd go to Google and you'd type Amazon.com, then Dillo, and off shopping, and then this kind of stuff will come up. See how it all says Amazon, 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 and then once you found one, so let's say you found, it's just not coming up. It used to come up differently. It used to come up not under images. Adult toys. Oh, this is weird. Now Google is filtering and Amazon's not? What? Oh boy. And how do I get out of this and back to a regular search? Oh, this is weird. So before, when I did this, there'd be a bunch of pictures here. Each of these links would have pictures. And you'd be able to see the item you wanted, go to it. And then once you found an item, so once you found one of these items, you could then come down to here and see similar items that deliver to you quickly. You'd be able to go through here and find a whole bunch of other stuff. See how it's showing me all stuff similar? Let's get out of that. But that's how you would find this stuff on, you've entered the upside down, but that's how you'd find that stuff on Amazon before. Now you can just search for, you wouldn't believe the hell I went through finding that stuff on Amazon. I kept an entire bookmark list of stuff on Amazon because if you went to the Amazon search, it would not show it to you. Amazon filtered it all. So you could type in, like if you go to, oh, please don't make that part of my search now. Good. Oh, good. Oh, so let's say I wanted you to find this on Amazon. You could take a piece of the name, like this, and do a search. And there you go. See, there it is. Okay? Now, if you did that with an adult toy, that wouldn't work. These results would not be here. It would just say no results. Or it would show you other random stuff totally unrelated to what you're looking for. Because they do that. Like, they show you all kinds of crap that's unrelated to what you're looking for. This is actually a pretty good search result. But back then, adult toys would not come up in an Amazon search. They basically filtered it from all the searches. I wonder if there's a setting in your account that changes that. I never changed the setting. But maybe because I started buying this stuff, they changed that setting. I don't know. But you had to go to Google and search for it. And then once you found something, I should have done it this way, not the other way. Sorry about that. Once you find something, you come down here to frequently bought together, customers frequently viewed, products related to this item. This is how you would find all the other adult toys on Amazon. Because once you were in an adult toy listing, this would then show up correctly. All of this stuff here would then show you all the other stuff. And when I did that, I found some really, really nice toys that we could sell in our store. And not only were they nice, but they came in beautiful gift boxes. They had metal electroplating on them, so they were this beautiful pink and purple colors with, you know, metallic gold trim. It looked like a high-end product. And it just had a really nice feel to it. Looked at it, it was a nice high-end product. I never had a return. One return because it didn't work. It died. And I just gave him another one. And but I was getting these things for like $6, $7, $8. And so I was putting them up for $20. And they were selling okay. And the guy working for me, Merle, he said that I was doing it wrong. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm doubling and tripling the price like we always do. And he said that this stuff is worth more than that. It's like, you're getting a wholesale price and that this stuff is worth a lot more. And what I didn't realize is that the price of the product, depending on what the product looks like, can influence whether a person's willing to buy it. Like, this blew my mind. It's psychology, so I understand. Now I understand it, but before I didn't. Psychologically speaking, if you have a really nice looking product at a very cheap price, people assume there must be something wrong with it. Something's not right. But if I take that cheap product that looks really, really nice and put a big price tag on it, suddenly people are like, okay, the price matches the visual perception. And now they buy it. He started, I finally said, okay, I was like, Merle, I don't understand this. I was like, are you sure you think you understand this? I was like, I really need to make sure we don't screw this. And he's like, trust me. He's like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, fine. I was like, that's your new job. he went like, I was like, hey, your idea. You're in charge of it. You price these as you see fit. He was selling these $6, $7, and $8 dildos for $50 to $85. I think the cheapest one, a little bullet, he was selling for $39.99, with most of them being $49.95, and a couple of them being in the $70, and the most expensive one he was selling for $84.99. Our sales of these things tripled. Tripled! So not only did we triple the price, we tripled the sales. That's 9 times the volume. I was like, anytime you see me make a screw up like that, correct it. And he's like, okay. I mean, how could a person know that unless they either experienced it or were taught it? How could I intuit that? It's so subconscious that you don't even think about it. And I think that's the thing with those earrings. Those earrings look unusually nice. The design, the color, the layout, they're just unusually nice. You have to be careful when you look for some of this stuff online. Let me show you an example. So, well, first of all, here's how you find this stuff super chill. Let me go switch to a view so you can see. You can do this for anything, including looking for 3D printing stuff. Matter of fact, we're going to try that and we're going to see what comes up. Hey, big bad. So what I tell people, just go to Temu, type in earrings, and I think it automatically sorts it by price. No, it doesn't. So now we're going to go filters, and where is price? No, I want to sort by price. There should be a way to sort by price. Sort by relevance, price low to high. So go to sort by relevance, price low to high. Watch this. It's going to blow your mind. Now, some of these you got to be careful. Like some of these stupidly cheap ones, they're not a good deal because it's $2.99 each shipping. Okay? And there's a limit on how many you can get. So this one is limited to 1. So don't think you're going to buy, 180 of these to reach the $30 minimum for free shipping. Stop popping up. That's not going to work. Okay? So that's just to get you in the door. Now, is there a way I can filter it for Temu free shipping? There should be a way to do that. I don't want ships from local. I want, nope, that's not what I want. I thought there was a way I could sort it. But basically, pay attention to that. Once you get into this price range here, you start getting legitimate things. Those are kind of pretty. But like this one here, is this shipping? Yeah, ships from Temu, standard free. And this one I can order as many as I want. 29 cents a pair. I mean, it's so cheap. It's absolutely ridiculous. So here's the thing you got to watch out for. Here's a perfect example right here. Okay, that's not what they look like. Okay, you got to be very careful. This is not what they look like. That's what they look like. Okay, now that's actually not bad. That's pretty nice. That's a polished finish. That's actually very nice. But I actually like that better because the jewels pop better. But you got to go to the picture of what they actually look like. Okay, a lot of these pictures are renders. And some of them are pretty bad. Let me find you one that I know is pretty bad. Like the difference between the render and the actual item you're going to get is dramatic. I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, if you like it, you like it. But sometimes the render shows details, and those details are why you like it. And in the actual item, those details are gone. But these change every day, and I think it's them clearing stuff out. But you can actually get it for this price. As long as you hit the $20 minimum purchase, it's free shipping. Oh, those are cool. I'm trying to find another one that I know. There's one with mountains and a wolf, and it looks pretty nice, but then when you see the actual item, you're like, it's not as nice as I was hoping. See, these you can get for, look out for local. You don't want that. This one doesn't say local, so this one probably has a shipping price. Yeah, see, $2.99 shipping. And again, you can only, this one you can get more than one, but you can't get unlimited. You only get 10. That's only going to get you to $3.80. So you're not going to get free shipping. And they're going to charge you $2.99 shipping each. But this one here, see, it doesn't say local. This one's Temu standard free shipping. So this one you'll actually get it for 38 cents. Come on, come on, come on. I don't have to do a search, like I can do earrings, mountains. Here we go. Where is that one? Here we go. I think this is a good example. Yep, here's a good example. So you see how nice and crisp the mountains, the trees, and the deer is? How it looks super, super crisp? But then you look at the actual item. It's not horrible, but it's also nowhere near the render. It does not look like, see, there it is. There you go. So there's the actual item. That's a render. That's not the actual item. That's the actual item. That's a big difference. I mean, this I love. This, I don't even want it. Like, I don't want it. That, no thanks. I don't want that. I have no interest in that whatsoever. It's just, But that looks beautiful. If they could actually make it like that, I'd get it. Okay? So you got to be careful of that. Now let's see what we can find. 3D printing. Really? Come on. Why would you do that? Stop getting in my way, goddammit. That's annoying. 3D printing. Sort. Low to high. Now, the other problem you got to watch out for, and it'll usually be pretty obvious, a lot of this super cheap stuff is going to be filament samples. So you just gotta skip past it. And then sometimes like they'll show something really nice, and but you're not going to be able to get it for that price because they also, this is something I wish they would change. I hate that they do this. Like, this is probably a good example. Yeah, see, 1 kilogram is $27. So what was $8? A 200-gram sample. Okay, so they'll do this a lot, and it's very disingenuous. I think legally they should either be required to show the price of what's in the picture or show the picture for whatever price they're showing. So if you want to advertise $8, then you need to show 200-gram sample, not a 1 kilogram roll. Because they do that. Here's the same thing. See? Well, this is actually showing a bunch of samples, so it's not as bad. It's not as egregious. But here's a perfect example. This is showing a 1 kilogram roll. You can't get a 1 kilogram roll for that. What you can get is nothing. Actually, no, I stand corrected. It is actually available. Is that actually 1 kilogram for? No, it says 8.82 ounce spool. That's a tiny amount. What the hell? Why would they put it in ounces? What does that even mean? They make it look like you're going to get a 1 kilogram spool. That's what that looks like. But you get an 8-ounce spool. What the hell is an 8-ounce spool? And that probably includes the weight of the spool. It's probably not 8 ounces of filament. Because 2.2 pounds, which would be 24, 27 ounces. Yeah, it is. Well, you can get some good deals. Like here, I'll show you. You can get some very good deals. Actually, there's a brand I like. Here we go. This is King Rune. So that's $112 for 10 rolls, 1 kilogram each. You know, that's $11.20 a roll. That's not bad. And they have sales. If you saw it last week, if you were willing to buy 20 kilograms, you can get them for $7 and what was it, 40 cents a roll? And King Rune is good plastic too. I like King Rune plastic. And local warehouse means you get it pretty fast too. It's shipping from the U.S. But let's see, any different prices? Nope, all 112. And any coupons? Sometimes there's coupons. Sometimes they'll list. There'll be a link that tells you what coupons. Or was that AliExpress where we saw the coupon, the price? That might have been AliExpress where we saw the King Rune. Where's my search bar? There we go. Yeah, here we go. There it is. Much, much better. Here's PLA. They also have Pet G. I think the Pet G was actually cheaper. Yeah, $80 for 10 kilograms of Pet G. They had a good mix roll last time. Oh, there it is. There it is. Here's a good color mix roll. It's slightly more expensive now, but still $9 a roll for 10 kilograms of PTG. And this is a nice mix. If you want to go straight, they have straight. That's $80. $80. Yeah, the Pet G for some reason is cheaper than the if for some reason it's cheaper than the. Ooh, what's this? $5 kilograms. So 45 still. No, that's $9 a roll. That's not bad, but not great. $82 for the 10 kilograms. Is that Pet G? Yes, it is. And that's a mixed color, so same price. But still, you can, if you buy bulk filament, you can get a pretty good deal. Now, here's the question. Can you get that deal on Amazon? No. 116 PLA for 105. So no. Your best deal is that's PLA, PLA, PLA. So only PLA. 116. About PETT. There it is. 109. So $11 a roll on Amazon, or $8 a roll, $8.20 a roll on AliExpress. That's not bad. That's a $30 savings if you're willing to wait a few extra days to get it. Because that's not shipping from China. That's shipping from that's shipping, yeah, it's $8 a roll. That's shipping from a local warehouse. Oh. I love how they make it just over. So you could easily get 16 off. So you could order, if you add a tiny bit extra, if you can find out how to add $10 worth of stuff, you can get $25 off. So if you were to buy, oh, there we go. If you were to buy 2 of these, no, it's PLA. I don't want PLA. Well, I'm not getting any of this, but you know what I mean. Where's the Pet G? There it is. So here's the multicolor Pet G, $84. Nice. That does it. That takes you over 169. Oh yeah. So you could take this. Let's try it and see what it does. I can't buy it, but if you decide to buy this, use my link. 25 off. 169. That's this code right here. USD 25. So if I get 2 of these, I can only get, well, here's what I can do. I can add that one to my cart. Did it actually add it? I got a bunch of shit in my cart. And here's another Pet G, some colors and some white. Add to cart. Refresh the page. And add to cart again. Failed to add. Maybe I can only add one item from here. That's interesting. It won't let me add to cart. I wonder why. Do I have too many items? Come on, come on, come on. I need to bring that down to 0. Still got shit on there somewhere. Oh, you're going to make me scroll all the way down, aren't you? It's adding stuff that I don't want added. And I've got to scroll all the way down and find it. It's stuff that's not shipping from, here it is, this global seller crap. There, 0. Now we just add this. Go to the King Rune 3D store. There's some silk. Pet G, here we go. This has got more colors. Failed to add to cart. Why won't it let me add it? Is it trying to prevent me from getting to the 169? Or do I have too many items? Let me find something to delete. I can find, I actually like that price, so I want to hang on to those. I can find this later. Did it add it? I think it did. Why is this so non-responsive? There it is. Okay. So that's it. I can only have 100 items in the cart. So I gotta delete something else. Come on. Come on. I don't need this. Remove. These are two different things of the same thing. I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Just get rid of a few things. I gotta go through here and clean this out. I want to see how cheap I can get this. I have no money, so I can't get it, but I'm going to look at it anyway. Having some silk to play with is not a bad thing. Ooh, that's expensive. I mean, I know silk is expensive, but... That's beautiful. Man, is that pretty. How do I get back to the King Room store? There it is. Okay. There's gray, black, beige. Oh, here's some more. There's white. But I understand gray is probably your best bet. Yuck. How much is the big... So let's do that. So let's say I got a kilogram of resin. Or is this 2 kilograms? Yeah, this is 2 kilo. Wow, $20 a kilogram. Jesus, that's cheap. Okay. So that is 20 kilograms of plastic. This is supposed to be PET G, but we're just going to go with it for now, just so I can show you. That's $196.95. Now, promo code. Let's see if it works. It did? Hell yeah. So what does that actually mean I'm paying? So 39.75 times 1.08125 So $42.98 for the resin. So 190.33 minus 42.78, I think it was. So that's $147.55 divided by 20. That's $7.37 a roll. Shipped. That's delivered to your door. $7.37 a roll. If you can afford to spend $200. So if you buy enough, I mean, Jesus, $7 a roll for decent PETG. I've used the King Room PETG before and I've had no problems with it. That's not fucking bad. And $20 a kilo for resin's not bad either. Wow. So when you go to a listing like this, make sure you check out the coupons. So when you go to one of these listings, where's that? Right here. See, it says $5 off orders over $39. Click that little arrow, and here's all the different coupons and what you need to do. If you're going to order $300 worth, here's $45. So if you ordered 4 10-kilogram sets, that would be how much would that be? That's 80 times 4. That's 320 times 1.08125. That's my tax. 346 minus 45, $301, and that's divided by 40. Actually, that's more money. The better deal is to get close to $169 and get the $25 coupon, because this is actually 20 or 15 cents more. It was $7.37. This is $7.52. But either way, your sweet spot here is the 25 off $169. That's your sweet spot. You could also use the 16 off if you're going to buy, say, 10 kilograms of plastic plus like the pack of resin. Okay, that'll work for that. Or you can just take $8 off of one. That's not bad either. What does that come to? Calculator. 80 times 1.08125. 86 minus 8. That's $7.85 each. That's still not bad, and you only have to buy one. And you can even get $3 off a single roll of the silk filament if you want that. But still, you can get good deals on this stuff. You just have to be smart. You got to use your head. Don't get don't assume you're. Oh, what's this? That's a 3-kilogram roll. So that's not that great a price. What is that? That's $14 a kilogram. That's not horrible, but that's not great. The only way I would buy this is if I had a project where I didn't want to have to swap rolls. I mean, it's not a horrible price. It's just not a great price. Let's see what else is available. That marble? Yes, it is. That's a lot of money. You can get marble on Amazon cheaper than that. Is this all filament? Yeah, this is all filament. Where's my 3D printing stuff search? Why? Why does it do this? It's annoying. I get stuck in this section sometimes, where it brings up stuff unrelated to what I'm looking for. That's why the screen was moving up and my mouse was highlighting over this stuff. That's why it did that. Go away. Why are you doing this?
I'm Groot.
PTFE connectors. Now, why am I getting all this crap now? Why this new site? This is different than what I just had. Oh, this is AliExpress. That was Temu. Okay. Yeah, AliExpress is different. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's why. Oh, those are cute mountain peaks. Let's see. Marble PLA. Yeah, see, $20. 17. 17. 16. And it's on the paper roll. Nice. Ooh. 14.44. Oh, hello. That's a good deal. That's kind of cool. Looks like geological layers. And it's only $15.99. That one's cool too. What color is that? Doesn't even say. Looks kind of nice though. Let's see what color it is. Wow. That's pretty. Pale blue with marble flecks. It's expensive as hell, but black marble's pretty nice too. Gizmo Dorks is always small rolls. That's 200 grams. That's why I'm skipping over those. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's just white? Or is that marble? That's only $12.99. Oh, these are so nice. I'm pretty sure these are small rolls, though. Yeah, 200 grams each. But they do have full rolls, I think. Yes. And it is real wood fiber. That's expensive. You can get wood cheaper than that. $14.44 for marble. How good is it? It's not bad. It's not the greatest marble plastic, but certainly not bad. And it's only 14. Oh, there's only 2 left. All right, if you guys want this, there's only 2 left. There it is. All right, if you want it, there's 2 left at $14. What is this? Oh, it's just black. It doesn't look black, though. That looks nice. I wonder how they're getting that finish. Yeah, that's more like what I expected, but that's fake. That's not a print, that's a render. So just so you know, that's not a print. That looks like a print, but that could be a render too. And that might be why it has a texture. So it's just black. Good price, but it's just black. This, on the other hand, is beautiful looking. Wow. That's a really pretty color. They got a lot of really pretty. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a hot pink. I like that. Okay, so the ones that say chip have flecks of other colors in it. Oh, that's very. Oh, and they have Petchies. Oh, they got mermaid Petchie. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. So many people don't have other colors. Oh, Petchy Funfetti. Those are transparent with glitter. Oh, that's cool. I can't get it, but I'm going to add it to my list. Because that's just damn cool filament. Filament. Wow. Ooh. That's cool looking. It's like a iridescent glitter lavender purple color called Witchcraft. And they have unicorn too. And they got it in PETG and ABS. Do you know how rare it is to see exotic colors? Oh, this is. I'm gonna save this one. Oh boy, am I gonna save this one. Black Elixir PETG. Wow. Oh, that is cool.
This shimmery iridescent filament is Dark Magic from CookieCAD. It's filled with an overdose of glitter, and it changes colors depending on the angle of light.
What the hell? Why don't you say CookieCAD? The first word here needs to be CookieCAD. That's why it's expanded. And this is good filament. CookieCAD makes badass filament. Wow. You can get cheap versions of that. Oh, that's very cool. If only I had money. Now, what is this? Does that look like a marble? But no, that's just white. Okay. Let's see what the cheapest. King Rune, $12.99. Here's $11.69 for some Creality Petchy. Ellie Goo is $12.99. Sunlu is $12.74. All three of these are good plastics. Anycubics, good plastic, $12.74. 3D Hojo, I've used their plastic. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. King Rune's good plastic. So the price is stabilizing pretty cheap. I love these ones on the cardboard rolls. $11.59 for Landu. Yeah, the days of sub $10 Amazon ship filament are pretty much gone. Which is a pity. Every now and then you see it. Ooh. A purple gradient. Wow. That's pretty. Yep, that is pretty. Hey, there's that dragon that we all print. Oh man, that is pretty. Oh, I want to make a rocket out of that really bad. I'm going to add that to the list too. put that in the filament list. Ooh. Blue to purple gradient, and it's PET G? Wow. Not a bad price either. Let me add that to the list too. There's a blue to white. Ooh, that rose pink is nice. Wow, it's got a little bit iridescence in there. Is that PET G? Nah, it's PLA. Oh, I want that in PET G. That's beautiful. That's a pity. Ooh, glitter PET G. You get 1 kilogram, but it's in 250 kilogram rolls. Still not bad. Glitters don't work as well when you do a single wall vase. You need the density of plastic to get that nice glitter effect. Oh, here we go. Translucent PET G. So just the ones it's showing, okay. Purple to white, yellow to green, pink to yellow is nice. Green to purple is also nice. That's basically mermaid and that's unicorn. What the hell? Why are you jittering? Here's a sampler pack if you want to try a few different ones. And you get a 10% coupon. On the other one, you get a 10% coupon. Which one was the 10% coupon? That one. That just brings it back down to the $22 price. Not bad. Not bad. Please tell me I'm showing you guys this. Yes, I am. That would suck if I wasn't even showing it to you. How far are we in? We are hour and 20 minutes in. Okay, so it's safe to. I think it's safe to show you now. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna watch the entire stream. So I had a nasty problem. It is pure dumb luck that I didn't have my cars parked under the carport. Because I heard a loud sound, felt a thump. I assumed it was something on the highway, but it was loud enough to make the cat jump. And a couple hours later, I get out of bed, and this is what I discover. My carport collapsed. Yay. My $6,000 carport or $5,000 carport collapsed. I ran the numbers through a snow mass calculator, and we're estimating there was 30,000 pounds of snow sitting on top of that. 30,000 pounds of snow. That's 15 tons. The 25-foot span was too long. He needed a third vertical in the middle. If there was a third vertical in the middle, it would have been fine. This is after all the snow melted. And you can see there's still 10 inches of snow there. There was about 20 inches of snow on top of this thing. I thought it bent where the weld is. No, the weld's up here. It just bent straight in the middle where the maximum delta Q was, where the maximum force was, right in the middle. Yep, it just folded. Destroyed a bunch of stuff when it landed on it. You know what's holding this up right now? You're not going to believe it. Look what's holding it up. The Rubbermaid trash cans. They're literally holding it up because it went lower when we moved them. No kidding. Those fucking trash cans. There's like 4 of them stacked together. Those freaking trash cans are holding this thing up. So the whole thing folded in half. I thought I was going to be in deep shit. Like, I thought I was really fucked. Because that's thousands of dollars I can never replace. I can't even afford to get rid of that. How would I get rid of that? How would I do that? I can't. I have no way of moving multiple tons of metal. And but the guy who helped me with the dump trailers, he said he can fix it. He brought his tractor out, and we lifted it up with his tractor. Look how far down it went. Just insane. You can see how much snow. Just so much snow. This is 2 days later. 3 days. This is 3 days later, and we still have that much snow. It's almost all gone now. But what was the problem was it was wet snow. It was heavy and wet. So he actually, I couldn't go up there. There's no way in hell I can go up there. He actually went up there. It's safe. I mean, he's already cleared off about a ton of snow. Okay, so he's already cleared off 10 times his mass. So it's very safe. But he went up there, cleared off all this snow, and then used his tractor to lift it. We only had 8-foot beams the first day, so we were able to lift it that high. And then he came back the next day. These all have to be reinforced, so we're putting metal plates over all 4 of these corners because they were tearing. This is all the destruction of this stuff. Thankfully, this one's still good. This one's destroyed. Only this top plate is destroyed, so I'm going to try to fix it because these are really nice. But you can see the bending. Here's the metal that we put in to tie in and reinforce these 3, and then we have a 10-foot cut to height 4x4 beam holding it up there, and that's also attached with a metal bracket. This is the other side. Same thing. This is C-channel, 4-inch metal C-channel. We cut an opening and flatten this so that we can integrate all 3 sides, and then the beam is sitting right underneath that, and there's the result. It's all back up again. He's going to come back, and we've got a metal plate on this corner. We have to put a metal plate on the other 3 corners, and we got to reattach the roof because you can see like right there where it tore the screws out, and along here that has to all be resecured. Otherwise, when we get the high winds, pieces of this could come off. But yeah, he was able to save it. That guy's my fucking hero, man. So what I'm going to do is totally change how this is done now. So first thing, come spring, I'm going to replace the 4x4 posts with metal. So I'm going to buy the 4-inch metal tubular beams. I'm going to put concrete footings in and add a 3rd beam on each side. Oh, seriously, dude, he's amazing. The amount of effort he's putting out to help me is just mind-blowing. I had to wait to middle of the stream to post this because I don't want the city to see this. I'm not sure if I required a permit to fix this or not. Even though all we do is lift it up and put a support in. For all I know, they'll come up with some reason to say that's illegal. So matter of fact, let's get this off of here so there's less chance of them finding it. I'm really terrified of what they might try to do. But he fixed it. I'm going to reinforce the one in the back too. That one did not collapse, but it was 5 feet shorter. That's probably why it didn't collapse. Oh, he's on my Christmases. I got to figure out some way of getting his address. I want to make sure he gets a Christmas card every year. At minimum. If I have a cookout, he's invited, that's for sure. But he's interested in 3D printing, so I'm gonna put together a nice printer for him, and I'm just gonna give it to him. I'm gonna charge him a penny. I'll spend the day with him teaching him how to use it, and This way his son can, because he wants to give his son a 3D printer. So I was like, hell yeah, dude, I got 160 of these things. You can have one. You can absolutely have one. I'll just give you one. But also I figured out a new idea for these too. I'm gonna put a hole in the side. I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put a hole in the side that's threaded, and then I'm gonna print a plastic bolt right in there, so I don't have to print an insert. Instead of an insert, I'll just put this down, thread the bolt in, which will pinch whatever lamp I put in there. Done. You don't have to custom design shit. In fact, I'm even thinking about making it a grub screw. A 3D printed grub screw with a 3D printed screwdriver. So it'll be a Phillips screw, but it'll be huge. You know, it'll be like a 1-inch grub screw with a 1-inch sized Phillips screwdriver, so that it can handle the torque. And you'll just print. Yeah, that's it. I'm doing that. I'm doing that because that's gonna be awesome. I can make the grub screw short so it won't even stick out. So the grub screw won't stick out the side very much. And you just adjust the grub screw to hold whatever light you put in there. Yes, that's it. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. That's just going to be awesome. Yes, I'm doing that. I just thought of that right now. I'm doing that. I need to write something down. Grub screw through the side. Grub screw through the side. Where's a goddamn pen? Oh, I'm not going to forget that. That's too big a thing. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Grub screw through the side. 3D printed giant screwdriver. It'll look like a Tonka toy screwdriver, but it'll be functional. Ah, yeah. In fact, if I do it right, I make the grub screw 2 pieces. And the first piece just sits inside the hole. You just put the first piece in, then you follow it with a follower, the grub screw. And you just make sure that that first piece is long enough that it can't fall inside the gap. And then you just print that piece as long as you need. And it'll have a curved edge. So that it'll have, so that piece there will have a curved edge to sit against this properly. So instead of having a straight edge sitting against this, it'll be a curved edge. Yes, absolutely. I'm doing that. Oh, man, what a good idea. Yes. And that'll be nice and secure. And when you need to change it, you just take your 3D printed screwdriver, loosen it, take the light out, put the new light in. If it's a different size, no big deal. You adjust the grub screw to whatever size. Yes, yes. That is such a good idea. Now you don't have to design anything. You don't have to customize anything. Nothing. You print all the same parts for every size lamp. Why didn't I think of that before? Oh, man. That is such a good idea. The only one that I might, well, no, if you're going to use Dollar Tree lights, then I'll just make a custom one of these just for the Dollar Tree lights. They all have the same size shaft. Oh, man, why didn't I think of that? That is such a good idea. Yep. Conformal follower or shaft cylinder with a grub screw follower. This way it'll be nice and flush. You won't have a bolt sticking out. Yes. Let's work something up. Hang on. I need to do this now. This is just too interesting. Let me go download some parts. I guess you guys could watch this. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Why didn't I think of this? Nut bolt. There's a free one available. We're going to use that right there. There it is. Where's the files? Files. Uh, 20 millimeters should be fine. So download that. Download that. Oh, it's all the same size, just different length. So I'm going to grab the biggest one. 100 millimeter. What's the difference here? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So let's grab the 100mm one. Alrighty, jump into Thingiverse. No, Tinkercad. Oh, why didn't I think of this before? It's such a good idea. Let's go this one. Oh, wait a minute, is that the right one? I don't know if this is the right one. Yeah, I think, wait a minute, wait. Lamp fence post, tinker this. I was showing you guys how to remake it really fast in Tinkercad last week. Oh man, such a good freaking idea! Yep. Goodbye, you are no longer needed. Okay, let's import. I need the nut. Import. And I need the 100mm. Oh man, why didn't I think of this before? It's such a good idea. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little taller. That'll also make it a little bit stronger. There's the nut. Is that too big? No, I do not want top messages. Stop it. I wish there's a way to stop it from defaulting to top messages. There it is. There we go. That's a nice bolt. Let's see. I can do this. Okay. There is my bolt. Let's export this, because this is too high poly. Re-import it. Let's see how much faster it imports it. Actually, let's use that other little trick that we learned to simplify it. So we're going to do, we're going to zoom in close here. Let's go to simplify model. Ooh, too simple. High, very high, extra high. Let's apply that. No errors detected. Export. 20mm thread. I don't know how big this is. How big is this? This is 16mm. 2025, Chim Chim. It's 2025. Okay? January 20th is when he gets into office. So it's Trump 2025. The least you could do is get that right. Oh, man. So 16mm thread. Now, how much size difference is there? There you go. Correct it. 637 kilobytes versus 642 kilobytes. No difference, so I'm not going to do it. Okay. Now we need to make this part. Okay, how do I do that? I got to do it that way. So we take this. We increase the sides. We make it 16 by 16. And that should be almost perfect. So center and center. Not quite perfect, but I think it's good enough. Well, you better hope your brother's not Chris Taylor, because I'm going to have to eat him. I do not permit doppelgangers. You've been warned. I find another Chris Taylor, he's dinner. Urgh. Unless he tips well. I did deliver a pizza to a Chris Taylor, and he tipped very well, so I let him live. Okay. There we go. We are embedded in the threads. I can bring that down a little bit, actually. Come on, really? Okay. Now what I do is I take this and I turn it into a hole, and I join it. Nodes failed to load. No. Uh-oh. There it goes. Oh, maybe I need to simplify this. That's not a very complex part, though. It really isn't. Radius, sides. Let's make the radius a little bigger. Make the wall thickness bigger. Okay, align everything. We're going to hide you, turn you into a hole, join you. Okay, export you. Not what I want to do. Import. Number 3. Display, change you to a more reasonable color. Stop going to custom. I don't ever want to see custom. There it is. Stop going to custom. What the hell's your problem? Alrighty. This and this. And then turn this into a hole and cut it out of this. There. Now I have my boring hole to put the hole in here to fit this. Now I am going to make this just a hair bigger. No, 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 no. No, 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 I can't do that. I have to scale it. So I have to do a universal scaling. Okay. Otherwise, the thread pitch will change. So I want that just to be a hair bigger. Now, I think I need that to be much bigger. So we're going to take both of these and scale them equally. There we go. Now I need a Phillips screwdriver. Is that a Phillips screwdriver? I think it is. Files. SCAD. I don't want a SCAD file. I want a Phillips screwdriver as an STL. Someone has to have just a straight up Phillips screwdriver. Like an actual printed screwdriver. Really? Nobody does? Somebody has to have, just for shiggles, done that. I do not believe that no one has done that. Oh, is that a screwdriver? Yes, it is. Okay. Close enough. I'm just going to shred it anyway. Import. You can see what I'm going to do with this? Oh my god, it's so tiny. Wow. Oh, I don't want to do that. So the next thing I need to do is to shorten this. So let's just split it in two. Control D. Oh, no, I don't want to do that yet. We take this. Watch this. You do this. So there's your 1/2, right? Now you hit Control D on this, and you grab it down here and you flip it. There you go. Now you got 2. And then you take this, drag it over here. This and this. Combine. This and this. Combine. There we go. Now I take this. I get rid of most of the screwdriver. There we go. And combine. Okay. Take this and this. Align this way and this way. Take this and drop it in. Poof. There we go. Okay. What I think I would rather do is just make a knurled handle. Yeah. Import, choose. Let's do a bolt, 20mm. Import. Let's get rid of this handle. I don't like it. Let's take care of this while we're waiting. There we go. Now what we need to do is keep making this bigger. That's about right. Yeah, I like that. So that's how big our screwdriver is going to be. Yeah. Why? Because I can. Why does it keep going to customs? I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's so annoying. Okay, we're going to put this here. And we're going to lop off the bolt. Excuse me? Oh, hit the wrong key. Okay. And then we're going to drop a cone on top of here. Align. And we're going to increase the height, increase the sides, increase the top radius, and increase the base radius. Until we are almost equal to that. Okay. And now we sink this by just a hair. There we go. And now we shorten. There we go. And now we bring this over here. Okay, and we take this whole thing. Actually, let's keep that pattern a little broad by doing this. And now we take both of these together and we increase the size. Ah, nice. Nice. I like it. Let's give a little more reach on the screwdriver in case you have to go into a hole. But just because we can. And now we take all three of these and line them up. And now we have our big, giant, massive screwdriver. That's so cool. Control D, bring you over here, join you all together. We're going to make you 18.5. Yeah, 18.5. Did that actually change? Yes. Let's go 18.55. Okay. Now we turn this into a hole and we rotate it 180 degrees. Nope. This will eventually be... No, it's going to stay the other way, actually. Okay. We'll get to that later. This is our cut tool, but we are going to make a small change to this. Good. Okay. Do this. There we go. First, let's make this taller. Let's bring this up here like this. Ooh. Oh, that's okay. Okay, we gotta make the base radius a tiny bit smaller. Okay. Let's make it 34.5, which is 69. So that means I should now be able to bring this up. Actually, I could just keep it a cylinder. And just do this. Yeah, I could do that. Now, how tall is that? I don't want this to be too tall. 103. I'm okay with that. But I want to get rid of the 0.25. Minus 0.24. That should make it 103 even. Yes. And then let's take 3 off the height. Well, let's just do that here. 80.14, so 77.14. This way we are 100 millimeters tall, yes. I want to try to keep everything 100 millimeters or shorter. That's 127. I might make that a change, maybe. I mean, the screwdriver doesn't have to be that big. Let's bring this down into the machine a little more. Let's bring this up more. 98. There we go. Let's bring this down. Negative 0.15. 98. And bring it up to. This way it is exactly 100. 100. Just because I like round numbers. Okay. So we got our 100mm screwdriver. Okay. So now we take all of this, but not this or this. We join it. Did I miss the button? Yes, I did. Then we take this and join it. And then we take this and join it. Then we take this and we translate it this way so it goes all the way through. It is through on all sides. We make sure this is aligned. Turn this into a hole. Let's duplicate this. So if I ever want to use this for something else in the future, I have the tools I need to do it. We take these two, we join them together. There. What the hell is that? What is that? I think that's why I wanted to make it a cylinder. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Yeah, I think that's why I wanted a cylinder wall here. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I want to get above the threads. Okay. And I believe it's 69. 69. The threads look really wonky going in, and I did not like that. A cylinder is going to give me a much better result. This is 69 by 69. We need to put the plane here, and then lift this to 0. Really? 0. Okay. Take this and this. Align it, anchor here and here. There we go. And then bring this into here. Much better. Okay. Now we take this, and this. We join it. Then we join it with this. Join it again. Then we join it with this. Join it again. Oops, I don't like that. What's that? Oh, that's the plane. No, that's fine. Yep, we're good. That's better. That still looks weird. I guess that's the entry point. I mean, I don't actually need that. How would I get rid of it, though? I think the only way to get rid of that completely is to put a cone in here. let's see here. Let's undo this. Sides, top radius, base radius, height, top radius. Asshole. Okay. Shrink the top radius. To 0. Okay. I think I have to do that. Will that do it though? I don't know if that'll do it. We are working on a new method of taking care of my... I think I have to do something like that. I think. I came up with a totally new way of securing the bolts by printing a giant screwdriver and using a grub screw. Just because I'm crazy. What the hell? How the hell did it do that? Whatever. Okay. Align them this way. Turn you into a hole. Rotate you this way. For the lamp posts, get down. Get down. You insist on walking across the keyboard. Get away. The little lamppost things I'm making, instead of trying to make inserts, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, so it's beefier also, okay? Maybe a little bit of hole in the middle there, but I'm going to have a hole going through the side and a big 16 millimeter bolt that'll go right through the side, but it'll be a grub screw with a Phillips head socket on it, but it's going to be a supersized Phillips head socket so that we can actually 3D print the screwdriver and it'll be functional. But this way, all you have to do is print a grub screw and a post, and then you simply tighten the grub screw to grab whatever size post you put in there. No more custom inserts. And because we're using a grub screw, we can make it short enough that it'll hide. You'll only see that little bit sticking out. Petchy. Why did I do that? Because I'm dumb. Ooh, I don't want to do that. So what I need to do is to separate this. I need to do this and this. Join. Ooh, I don't want to do that either. No. She's doing okay. They seem to be doing what they're supposed to be doing to help her so far. So all 3 of these have to graze up. Just a hair. What's that height? And she's now getting therapy as often as she's supposed to. So let's make this a little shorter. So 43.9, 0.8, 43.2. So I want to keep this 100 millimeters tall. 100 millimeters. There we go. So now we take this and this and join them. Good. No red is poking through. Nope, we still have red poking through. I don't want to cut. What the hell? Oh, I know what I did. So I gotta make this. I've got to change this. It's got to be more like this. Why is it defaulting to the stupid multicolor thing? If I want a multicolor, I would tell you to do multicolor. Don't do things without asking me. But yeah, they're giving her the therapy as often as she's supposed to be getting it now. Oh, I didn't move this up. I need to move this up a little bit. There we go. See, the problem is digging into that. What I could do is I could take 2 off of this, 41.2, then add 2 to this, 46.2. There, that clears it. I think that'll do it. There's probably a better way to do this, and I'm doing it wrong. I don't care. That's closer to what I want. Okay. We're going to have a little noise here. Okay. This, and this. Join. And I should be able to make this bigger now. Let's make this 43 by 43. Why aren't you letting me do this? Center, center. Yes, that looks good to me. Short. 8 to 18 inches. Not like a 6-foot lamppost. Basically, for putting LED lights on the. Here, I'll show you. Oh wait, can you guys even see? You can't even see what I'm showing you. I'm an idiot. You gotta let me know when I do that. I'm sorry. So this is what I'm working on. But let's see here. How can I show you? See, I have this little fencing in my property. You can't see it here. Do I have a view where I can see it? Yeah, right here. Yeah, see? See, I have these little posts sticking out of the ground here. I'm putting LED lanterns on top of each one. And so what I'm doing is making these custom holders. So instead of having to drill a hole and finagle it and, jerry rig it and crap like that, I'll just print one of these for each of my wooden posts and permanently screw this into the top of the wooden post. This is printed with a 1mm nozzle, and it's basically indestructible. I could actually get away with printing this with PLA, and it will never warp. When you print with that, this is printed with a 1mm nozzle, and when you print with that much plastic, yes, that was my carport that collapsed. Yeah. 30,000 pounds of snow were sitting on top of it. 20 inches of heavy, wet snow. That sucked. We were able to repair it. Hopefully it'll hold. I'm just really, really, really thankful I did not have the cars parked underneath it yet. Because if I had the cars parked underneath it, I'd have 2 destroyed cars. Because 30,000 pounds would have collapsed the roof of both cars. That would have sucked. That that would have been life-altering. You know, there's a calculator. You can snow weight calculator. You tell it the length, width, and height of the snow. So this was 25 foot by 20 foot by 20 inches. And then you tell it whether it's light, dusty, or wet snow, and it gives you an approximate weight. And it said that the weight of that snow was anywhere between, what was it, 22,000 pounds and 38,000 pounds. So, that sucked. That really, really sucked. The universe just keeps... It just won't cut me any slack. So anyway, I'm redesigning this so that I can put a grub screw in the side of it. The grub screw will be 3D printed. It'll be a piece of this. And in the end of this will be a Phillips head socket. How's Mr. Happy doing? Who's Mr. Happy? In the end of this grub screw will be a Phillips head socket and this gigantic Phillips head. So this is a Phillips head socket that's 19 millimeter Phillips head socket. Oh, the Mad Town guy? No idea. I have no idea. For some reason, they're not telling me anything, and it's bothering me. I don't freaking know. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to chop this down to size. So let's do this. So that's going to go in there. And I figure that's probably enough right there. So now I just chop a bunch of this off. Control D. So we can save a copy of this. Okay. Now what I do is I just chop most of it off. I can actually chop more off. Okay. And we can make multiple versions of this. So Control D. So if you need a longer version, that'll give you a long one. So there's a long one. And there's a short one. Okay. Come on. Really? Okay. So now we take this and this. We rotate it 90 degrees. 0. Let's get everything on the plane. Okay. We take our bit, Control D, which I've already scaled. Actually, let's export this. No, it's only a tiny little cut. It's fine. Okay, Control D again. With U, align, anchor here and here, U here, align here, anchor, anchor. There we go. Ah, right through it. Yeah, why not? there, and there. Nice! Oh, actually, I can't do that. Because then the screwdriver is going to hit. I did not ask you to. Oh, yes, I did. I was stupid. I forgot you can't do that. Because then the... Oh, I can't do that either. You don't want the screwdriver to come all the way through.
I'm Groot.
Because if the screwdriver goes all the way through, it's going to hit the post inside. Am I not showing again? Damn it. Basically, I took this and used it as a cut tool to make this. This is slightly bigger than this to create the slot that you need to be able to insert it. So you'll print this giant screwdriver. It's a 100mm tall screwdriver, but the screwdriver head is 18mm across. It's a big, giant Phillips screwdriver. And then you have these grub screws. So this will be for large lamp posts that mostly fill this. This would be for shorter lamp posts that don't mostly fill it, so that you don't have to have too much of the grub screw sticking out. So basically for my big lamp posts, I would just print this and this. And then I'd print one screwdriver, and I'd print as many of these 2 pairs as I needed. And I'd stick that in here, use this screwdriver to tighten it up, and that will hold the lamp in. How cool is that? Yeah. Light, mount, base, STL, This is awesome. Now we print the driver. That's this. Grub S for the short one. Come on! It's not that complicated. Yes, it is actually. No, it's not. It's not the whole screwdriver. You see this, right? Yes. Okay. I can't. I gotta wait till it's done. I don't understand why this is taking so long. All it is this and this joined. It shouldn't be that complex. Come on. Well, this should not be taking this long. There. And this will be L for large. There. So that's it. 4 pieces, and you don't have to scale anything. The only thing you have to do is you choose which of these you print, So if your lamppost is like 35 to 40 millimeters, you'll use this one. If your lamppost is smaller than that, you might need to use this one. And this way we minimize how much of the grub screw sticks out the side. Ideally, if I really wanted to put a lot of work into this, and I don't want to put that kind of work into this, this is fine. I would have the I would have the grub screw be fully internal, and then you'd have a decorative sleeve that you'd put on top of this to cover up the grub screw, so you wouldn't see the grub screw. If I really, really wanted to be anal, I could do that. I don't care. I just like the idea that I'm gonna have a big, giant, massive screwdriver to drive a big, giant plastic screw. That's gonna be fun to me. Yep, I'm gonna like this. You don't like to stop walking over the keyboard, so no. Come here. Come on. Really? Really? That's what you're gonna do? Pain in the ass phone. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I don't have to print anything custom. I don't have to print any weird adapters. I can print this all on PLA. I don't have to use PETG. Because you print something. You print something that beefy, I'm telling you, PLA's fine. Even in Death Valley, PLA will be fine. Well, maybe not Death Valley. If the actual plastic reaches 40, the weight of the lantern might eventually warp it. But especially as long as you paint it white or something, you know, to reflect light in 99% of the country, this will be fine. It's never good when you print with that much mass. It's just never going to get hot enough to be a problem. The PLA should be just fine. And yeah. Oh, I'm excited now. I really want to print this. Anything else? I guess that's it. Hi. You want to come over here? Yeah? Want to come over here? Come here. Come here. Come here. Our viewers want to see you. They love seeing Ender. Yeah, he's a good boy. I love my cat. Yeah. He's such a good boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. You are so soft. Good boy. Yeah. Go ahead. That's it. I'm going to print these, and the nice thing is I could use multiple printers to print these, so I could print the different parts on different printers. Let's get the... Where is the adapter? I'll do it afterwards. I'll put it in the USB port over here. I wish this thing had one more USB port. I also got a little light bar to put on top of here to provide more light. But, no, you stay over there, baby. You don't go crawling across the keyboard, or I'll have to punt you off the table again. Yeah. But either sometime later this week, I'm going to do a stream on the other channel, Life Nerese, and we're going to do a Temu unboxing. I actually got a ridiculous. I mean, I have like 200 of these. Maybe not 200, but close. So I ordered some stuff for work to try to sell, and I think I can. For those who weren't here earlier, I have these earrings here. Hummingbirds are a very big thing here in Edgewood. Everybody loves hummingbirds. At least I hope. They talk about it enough. And So I found these earrings that are really cool. I thought maybe I could resell them. Well, they sell for $26 on Amazon. I paid 33 cents. I bought a lot of them. Mint shampoo. I thought you said mini shampoo, like from Ron No One Half. But I got these. And you can see they look very nice. Is there a real picture? That's a render. That's a render. These are all renders. Oh, they have different kinds. Oh, those are nice horses. Axolotls, nice. I've seen those. I've seen that one. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet either. The horses are nice. That's really nice. But yeah, they've sold 50 in the last month, and they're selling them for $30 a pop. And I also found the necklace to go with it. So I have the matching necklace to go with this. So yeah. This is gonna be fun. I'm hoping. But anyway, I spent like $40 on my own for stuff for me, and I actually ended up spending $80, or close to $80. Just about every single order came in late, and I got like $35 in Temu credit for orders coming in late. Basically, whenever an order comes in late, they give you $5. And I had like 7 orders come in after the date they said they were going to come in, and sure enough, they actually gave me $5 credit for each of them. I was like, okay, free stuff. So I got several more orders. I'm hoping they come late too. If they're gonna throw money at me, I'll take it. And so I kind of went crazy with the freaking earrings, and I got a lot of them. Oh my god, I got a lot of them. But I also got this really cool pair of shoes that actually fit, but they're not very useful. Yeah. I've been wanting a pair of pink boots for so long, and they're actually really nice. It's actually canvas. It's thin, but it's canvas. This is 46, which is right on the edge of what'll fit me, but it fits fine. I gotta shove my foot all the way to the front to get my heel past this, but once my foot is in, it actually fits great, and the toe box is actually pretty wide. The only problem is what I didn't realize. Yeah, that's foam. That's literally EVA foam. So this will just be for special occasions because they're not going to last long. With my fat ass standing on top of these, I give them 2 months. I'd say they'd last 2 months before this just couldn't hold weight anymore. So, but very cool looking though. I like that. But now I don't want to buy the other colors because, I just know they're not going to last very long. I mean, if I lost 200 pounds, maybe they'd have some durability, but with my current weight, these are just not going to last very long. But they are very bright and very cool. And I wouldn't have spent my own money on those just because they're too big of an unknown. They were like $22. But when I got the $35 in credit, I was like, screw it. Bought a pair of those. I was like, it's free, so why not? Of course, I'm paying 30 and 40 cents a pop for the earrings, so the other $15 got me another 45 pair of earrings, roughly. And I also got all the supplies. I also found this, which I thought was really nice. I've been wearing it for 3 days now, even to bed, and it hasn't broken yet, so it's durable enough. But it's a little hummingbird bracelet, and I was able to find enough parts and the materials to make my own, so I can do it a whole lot cheaper. And I'll be able to have matching earrings, bracelet, and necklace. And I think that'll be a nice set to sell to the locals here. And I've even been going to bed with this on, and it holds up. One thing that's annoying, though, is that this always ends up on the bottom. And I think it's mass. I think that's the heaviest part of the bracelet, so as it jiggles, the heavy part moves to the bottom. So it got me thinking, if I put a fishing sinker on this side, will that make this side the heaviest and keep the charm on the top? I'm going to find out. I'm going to get like a 80-cent pack of sinkers at Walmart or something like that, and I'm going to put a sinker on the bottom and see if that keeps it right ways up. And but so far, everybody I've shown that to really likes it. It's amazing how hard it is to find these little bracelets. The necklaces are actually cheaper than bracelets. I don't know why. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is length. One is 20 centimeters, one is 40 centimeters. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I just don't have the right search terms to find it, because I want the real fine one like this. But what it is it's a chain that's 7.8 inches or something like that. And then you have this little extension segment here so that you can adjust the size. I have a giant wrist, so I need the whole entire extension. And then it's just got a little lobster clasp on the end of it. That's all it is. And then this end has nothing. It's just got 2 rings here. And then you put your charm, and then you use the tools to attach your charm to the ends. This way, there's no labor. All I gotta do is attach the charm and I'm done. I just gotta find charms that have attachment points at 2 points, so that you can have the charm in line. And I can make them myself for around $1 to $3 each and sell them for $10 to $20 each. So there's potential to make money. If I hey, tripods, if I can even make, I don't know. I guess I'd have to go online eventually. Something else I'd like to find. I saw in one, if anybody knows where I can find this, let me know. Basically, if you have a pair of stud earrings, like you have a pair of stud earrings like this, okay? You have the stud sticking out of the earring. And what happens is, if you don't package it correctly, the stud gets bent. Actually, I have one right here. This one I can show you. Come on. So what happens, it actually happened to these. These are the little cherries. Very nice. But this stud gets bent. And what I saw one of the sellers do, it's in my bag out in the car, is he had a little dowel rod. There's a little section of dowel rod about that big, but it was made of foam, not wood. And he stuck the earrings into each end of the foam dowel rod. So now the dowel rod was like a support and protected both the earrings and the shaft, the stud, whatever you call that. It protected it from being damaged. And if I could find a source for buying that foam dowel rod, that would just change everything. Because at that point, what I do is I buy an ink stamp for stamping the envelopes, stamp. And then I can just pre-package everything in an envelope with the foam dowel rods, and I can ship it in a standard envelope, just a number 10 envelope. Because now that the foam rod is in there, it'll keep the earrings from being smashed. And that would allow me to ship it very, very cheaply. It'd be like 60, 70 cents to ship it. And then I could just pre-package them in envelopes, and I can mark on it what it is. And then when somebody orders one, all I have to do is grab an envelope, write the address on it, put it in the mail. Because that's my problem, is remembering to ship stuff. I'm very, very bad at that. Another bit of good news. The 12-volt battery in my electric car is bad. Of course it is. Of course it's bad. Ooh, more curveballs. Come on, to the universe, okay? Thankfully, though, it's got a 3-year full replacement warranty at Walmart. So I just got to go back to Walmart and get a new battery. Except I got to wait until I get my next paycheck from Amazon, because the way they want you to replace it is you buy another one, exchange it, and then they refund your money. And I don't have $174 in my account to do that. I gotta wait until I have that much in there. But that'll be a real cheap way of shipping this stuff. So if you guys know of where I can get that foam, it's like 1/2-inch foam dowel rod. It looks like a charade. It looks like a dowel rod, but it's black foam. I'll show it to you on the next stream when I do the Temu on haul stream, whatever the hell you want to call it. But oh, these are coming out. That is some seriously fine chain. Jeez. There's like nothing there. How does these even work? They're coming out of the bag. They're trying to escape. Oh, I know what these are. And they're already knotted. Oh, fun, fun. Happy days. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? They knot up that easy, huh? Oop, there it goes. Got it. There it goes. So, the way this works, this is another little, you're going to have trouble seeing this. It's a little tiny hummingbird with a rhinestone on it. And the way this one works, you shove that. That's a earring shaft. You stick that through your ear, and I guess you could let it dangle that far. Yeah, I guess that would work. But the way that's supposed to work is you shove that through and you pull the chain through your ear. And then you let the other half dangle like this. And it dangles like that, hanging from your ear. So you definitely don't want to be shoving a chain through your ear until that's fully healed. But I thought that was interesting. Awfully tiny, but people like tiny stuff. But look at how tiny that chain is. I mean, there's no way that's handmade. That has to be machine made. There's just no way a person is going to sit there with a fucking microscope and assemble that chain. Just no way. That's incredible. I mean, how do I even put that in perspective, how small that is? Well, yeah, well, here you go. That's the shaft of an earring. And the chain is the same size as the earring shaft. So go grab a pair of your girlfriend's earrings and look at how big the shaft is sticking out of the earring. And that's how big that chain is. That's incredible. That's actually incredible. They can make stuff that fine at this price. This was like 40 cents or 36 cents or something like that for a pair of these. The fact that you can mass produce and engineer something that incredibly precise and high tolerance and ship it around the world for 35, 40 cents. Hey, you remember that? Let's see if we can make it do it. Kind of. The thing where it goes back and forth. That's incredible that they can, I mean, even as small as this is, it's because their labor costs are non-existent. These are all machine made. Incredible. Just incredible. 100 years ago, these would be you'd have to pay a king's ransom for something like this. Even not even made of precious metals, just made of regular metals. This would have been impossible 100 years ago. And you'd be able to sell this for a fortune. And now we pay 40 cents. Oh my God. That's incredible. Just incredible. So I am going to get that printed. I can't wait to print my giant screwdriver. I just love the idea that I'm going to print this gigantic screwdriver. I mean, it's only 100 millimeters tall, but it's a Phillips head that's 18.5 millimeters across. It's a big Phillips head. But that will make this Phillips socket functional because you'll have enough meat that you won't break either part. That's the trick to making 3D printed functional parts sometimes, is just make them bigger. If you can make them big enough, suddenly it becomes practical. You know, if you tried to print something actually Phillips size, like you try to print a Phillips screw, it's not going to work. You'd be able to screw it into styrofoam, but that's about the only thing you're going to be able to screw it into. Anything else would just shear, just tear, just melt, twist, whatever. But this being, 28 millimeters across, with an 18 millimeter Phillips socket going into it, it'll be more than strong enough. And this one here, this Phillips socket will fully insert into this. So the blade goes almost all the way down. This entire blade will be inside of this, which means you're transferring the force over a very large surface area. And at 32 megapascals of tensile strength, that's more than enough at that scale. You'll actually be able to tighten these down pretty good and not have to worry about breaking them or tearing them up. What I should have done, and I can't do it now, I just have to hope it prints. This should print okay. I should have done this. Stretch out the threads like that, because that would make this print a lot easier. I should have done that, but then I would only have maybe 2 threads in here. Right now I only have 3 or 4. I have 4 threads in here, and I'd rather have more threads. This is an established print. We already know this works, so I'm okay with that. Oh, I like knocking down the points on this. I don't like the points. I want to do that. I forgot that. And now what I do... Ooh, stop it! Now... Jesus Christ. Why does it keep doing that? It's really starting to piss me off. Okay. Now what I do is I increase the wall thickness until I chop down some of those points. Yeah, like that. Clear. Join. Much better. Ooh, I like that much better. Especially at this scale, those points will actually hurt your hand. So let's get rid of the driver and re-download the driver. Okay. How am I doing on Amazon so far? Probably horribly. Yeah, $20 so far this month. Yay. That's how much I've made on Amazon this month so far. If you're going to do Christmas shopping, use my links, please. Please, please, please. That's it. So now you just have to print 3 pieces. And then when you only need 1 of these, and when you go to print a new lamppost, you just got to print 2 pieces. You got to print 1 of these, and you got to pick 1 of these. So if you're going to put a big post in here, you use the short one. If you're going to put a small post in there, you use the longer one. Nice. Very, very nice. I'm actually excited about printing this, because it's all 3D printed. The only non-printed thing is the 4 screws holding it into the post, which, yeah, you got to use. I mean, theoretically, I could make this big enough to make it a sleeve that fits over top of the 2x3 post, the 4x3 post, or whatever it is. Theoretically, I could make it big enough to do that, but that's just a waste of plastic when you just put 4 screws in it. So why? I'm just not going to do that. I like it, though. I like it a lot. I made the change last week to make these drain so water won't pull up inside of these. Any water that collects will just drain off. And the only issue is, and I think I have enough tolerance built into it that it should be okay, is that this is going to print sloppy. There's going to be some droop here. I might go down to 0.1 millimeters for that section, just to improve the odds of it printing successfully. Cleanly, you know, because I do want it to look nice. Okay. Yes. And I should be able to print these all on a plate at the same time. Okay, delete this, delete this. Grab these three. What the hell? The base downloaded everything. Why did it do that? I don't need this anymore. Base. Oh, I must have had nothing selected. Delete that.
I'm Groot.
Export STL. Oop. I don't want to do that. Damn you! It keeps fucking moving things. And so I tapped the wrong spot on the screen because it moved everything. There we go. Base is downloaded. Base. There we go. So I want to print the screwdriver first. So I'll print this first because it'll print fast. So we'll put this here, then we'll print the screwdriver, and then we'll print this. That should work fine. And that is the correct order. So, add a process, enter, select models. We just want to print this. 0.2 should be fine for this. Let's do 5 perimeters. And infill, 20%. Not rectilinear, we want grid. 25%. Okay. What are our speeds? We want a flow rate of 15, no, 8. Okay. So that prints that. Now Control CV. And this is going to print the grub. This is going to print the driver. Select models. We're just printing the driver. Oh, our extrusion multiplier needs to be 0.97. 0.96 even. We're going to print at 0.24. Again, top solid layer 3, Let's do 6 perimeters, which will be a 2.4 millimeter wall. That's plenty. Infill again, 25% is fine. Okay. Do a wipe and a coast. Okay. And this is going to be the base. The base settings are all good. We're going to stick to, I bet you I can get away with 0.3, no problem. And, yep, that's all fine. I don't need 25%, 20 is enough. Now we need to split this. Tools, variable. Okay. Why don't I see this? Oh. Select model, base. That's why. Tools, variable. There we go. So we want add a layer there, add a layer there, add a layer there, add a layer there. Okay. So this should all be 0.3. Yes. So this section, we already know prints fine at 0.2. This goes back to 0.3. And this goes to 0.1. And then this goes back to 0.3. Prepare to print, select all continuous. No. There we go. Hey, DeWitt. How about a functional 3D printed Phillips screwdriver? We just supersize it so it's a 19 millimeter diameter Phillips screw. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make that lamppost idea that I was working on, except there's going to be a grub screw that goes through the side. And you put the grub screw in with a 3D printed screwdriver to hold your solar lamp in. Oh yeah, this is going to work nice. Now you don't have to make a custom printed part. I have a long grub screw and a short grub screw, so most of it will be hidden inside the model. And then you just print whichever one you need, long or short, and you don't have to customize anything. You put the lamppost in, you tighten the grub screw, you're done. I mean, it won't be as clean as a custom insert, but it also means you don't have to print a custom insert anymore. So that is that part there. Uh-oh. 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 Why is it doing that? No, 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 no. It's just the base. That's just the driver. It should not be doing that. Why is it doing that? Yeah, just the base. Yeah, it's just sequential. Why is it printing that too? Oh, 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 oh. 999. I forgot that part. That's kind of important. As soon as I saw it going back and forth, I knew what it was. What the fuck? Is it just ignoring what I told it to do? Maybe I have to print sequential? Oh, process by process. Duh. God damn it, reset it to fucking 10. Oh, Jesus. 999. There we go. So it'll print that first, then it'll print that, then it'll print that. Okay. Export. Light mount set. Save. And then I also need one without the driver. There we go. Because I only have to print one driver. Looks good. Let's just call it light mount. So I have to print the driver once, and after that, I only need to print this. It takes 12 hours to print each one. I'm okay with 13 hours. I'm okay with that. I don't care. Okay. Okay. Good. Oh, what do I have this set for? I have it set for pet G, don't I? Temperature, yes, I have it set for pet G. Okay. Ooh, I really should save that. File, save factory file. Set. Light mount set. Factory, yes. Why does it keep pushing it up there like that? That's annoying. Good. Hey, DeWitt. You want to see what 30,000 pounds of snow does to a carport? It does that. Real glad I didn't have any cars parked underneath that. It would have wrecked them both. That's my carport in the front of my house. But yesterday we fixed it. 30,000 pounds of snow. There was 20 inches of heavy wet snow sitting on top of that, which the calculator estimates at 30,000 pounds or 15 tons. Or that would be what, 70,000 kilograms? 70,000 kilograms roughly? Yeah, I think it would be roughly 70,000 kilograms. I can tell you. So 30,000. Wait a minute. No, it's less than that. A kilogram is heavier than a pound, right? 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So divided by 2.2. 14,000 kilograms. 30,000 pounds, 15 tons, or 14,000 kilograms of snow. But then there it is, all collapsed. The back one did not collapse, but it was 5 feet shorter, so it was able to hold the weight. I'm going to reinforce the back one too. So we got all the snow off of it. We put some 8-foot beams. We realized they were too short. So the next day we came back. We got metal plates reinforcing this because these tore. And you got the metal channel attached and the beam attached to the point where the 3 come together. Here's one on the other side. These screws, $30 for a box of them. Man, those are expensive screws. But now it's up again. We're gonna put a now that this beam here is compromised, we're also gonna put a post in the middle here to make sure it doesn't bow in the middle now if we get another really heavy snow. So we're gonna use the tractor again, bend this beam straight again, and then we're gonna bolt a post to this to hold it up. I think what we should do though is make a 4x4 T to spread the load. Or even better, put a 4x4 inside the channel and then the post underneath it and bracket it. But yeah, now it's back up again. Thankfully. He did it quick too, so hopefully the city never finds out. I have no idea if I was allowed to do that without a permit. They'll probably find some way of coming after me for it, so I need to stay low on that. But fun. Oh, and the 12-volt battery in my electric car went bad. Of course it did. $175 battery I bought a year ago. It's bad, of course. But thankfully, one bit of good news, that battery has a 3-year full replacement warranty. So I just got to wait until I have $175 in my bank account because I don't have enough money right now. Because the process is I have to buy another battery and then they refund after they swap and do the replacement thing. I don't know why they have to do it that way, but that's the way they want to do it. So right now I can't do that because I don't have $175. But in a week I'll have $175 and then I'll be able to do it. Fun, fun, fun. This happened a couple days ago during the snowstorm we had. Last Thursday. Last Thursday we got a snowstorm. And it dropped like 20 inches of snow on us in like 12 hours. From like 11 o'clock at night to the next day. It dropped 20 inches of snow or more. There are some people, 10 o'clock in the morning, they measured 19 inches of snow out front. Whew. It's a lot of, and it wasn't the powdery snow we usually get. It was the heavy, wet stuff like you get back east. Ugh. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, if you want to really watch a silly fun stream later this week, probably not tomorrow. Probably because I'm gonna get the other camera, the Sony down-facing camera, to make it easier to see stuff. But I'm gonna do a Temu haul unboxing for all these that I got. I have so many of them. I got them so cheap. I cut away crazy. A lot of it was credit. I ordered some stuff to sell. That hummingbird thing that I was going to do to try to sell here, which I think might work. But basically all the orders came in late. What was it? 4 of the orders were due to come in on Veterans Day. They were scheduled to arrive on Veterans Day. And because the post office is closed Veterans Day, it didn't count as delivered. So Temu gave me a $5 credit for each of them. I got like 7 credits. That's $35. That was enough to buy another 100 pair of earrings. But instead I bought like 40 pair of earrings and a pair of sneakers. But I like free money. I really, really like free money, and I can't spend it anywhere else. I mean, I can't withdraw that T-Mobile credit and spend it somewhere else. So, I kind of went crazy, and I was like, I'll take that, and 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 I'll take that. That's only $15. I'll take that, and I'll take that, and I'll take that, and I'll take that. Free is very good. I like free. But yeah, I've got enough earrings to theoretically I could wear a new pair of earrings, every few days for the next 2 years. But I also got all the cases, pouches, clamshells, these paper tags like this. Because a lot of them, they come in a bag like this. And so I can repackage them on a nice, backing tag like this. And then sell them, mail and local. And, I probably should use Etsy, but I'm going to try to use PayHip first because they don't take as much money. Etsy takes a pretty big premium. And so I'm going to try not to use Etsy at first because I only need to sell 4 or 5 sets to break even. If I sell 4 or 5 sets at full price, that will pay for everything. So my money will come back to me. And after that, it's not as important. I just got to make back the money I spent because I spent $60 of money I don't really have. And if I could sell 3 sets at $25 a set, then I make my money back. But if I don't, I'm out $60 and I got a whole bunch of earrings I can't use. What am I gonna do? Wear 30 different sets of the same exact earring? They'd be dumb. So hopefully I'll be able to sell them, and I might have a new income stream. Hopefully, heck, if I can sell 3 sets a week, that would take care of my income problems. But I doubt that. There's only a limited number of customers locally who are going to want that. If there's 4,000 people, half of them are women, that's 2,000. If half of them wear earrings, that's 1,000. And if 1% of those decide they want to buy something from me, that's 100 customers tops. But that's $3,000. So theoretically, and I have other ideas. I want to make an Edgewood specific charm bracelet kind of thing. And so it'll have all the Edgewood specific little symbols on it. So if you look up, first of all, let's see here. Town of Edgewood. Actually, I don't need to have the logo right here. So here's the Town of Edgewood logo. So you have a windmill, a roadrunner. I think this is a plant, a cactus of some sort. Mountains and a Zia. And then there's a couple of other things to add to it. So I finally, the hardest one was this one. Finding a charm of a roadrunner. And I finally found one. So I have 20 roadrunner charms coming in. I found windmill charms. I found Zia charms. Mountain charms. Lizard charms. Hummingbird charms. I found an outline of the state of New Mexico charm. And a U.S. Route 66 charm. And so I could put all those together into a charm bracelet that's actually geographically specific to Edgewood. And I found Moriarty's as well, but they don't have anything except a mountain and a sun. So not as exotic. Oh, well, no wonder. Moriarty was started in 1902. Wow. I didn't know Moriarty's been around that long. No wonder their symbol is so much simpler. Huh. Would you get a look at that? I didn't know that. But so I have charms for all these things. And I found the bracelets, and I can make them myself. And that's actually nice because I can customize it. I can do it cheap, and I can say handmade. Handmade here in Edgewood. and people like that kind of stuff. And the hope is I can make enough money selling these few things, because these things have a limited sale value. There's going to be a limited number of customers who are going to want this kind of thing before you're just out of customers. You know, everybody who wants one has one. And, you know, it's different than like a city like Philadelphia where there's 3 million people or 2 million people. You know, 1% of 1% of 2 million people is still tens of thousands of people. My town's 4,000 people. So, you know, half are women, half wear earrings, 1% of that. You're talking, you know, 100 customers, tops, if I'm lucky. But if I can get enough sales to be able to start buying other things that will sell well here, like Temu is great for. Oh, come on. I can get these kind of things. These little signs. I got a couple of these. You know, just these little decorations. You know, this is $3.38. I could probably sell that for 10 or 12 bucks. Let's see what it sells for on Amazon. $10. That's not Prime. $10. Here's a similar one. That's a nice one, actually. $8. So I should be able to get away with selling it for 8 to 10 bucks. You know, especially being local. They don't have to ship it or anything. I'm surprised these are selling that cheap. Oh, that's nice. Hummingbird Drive. I'm surprised these are selling this cheap on Amazon, really. Wow. They must be getting them for a lot less than. They must be paying a lot less than $3 for them in order to be able to sell them for $8 here. That's nice. So what I got to do is I got to find things that people are selling at a high price on Amazon. Like this I can get pretty cheap. He's selling for $22. I've seen that. Here we go. Here's a welcome one. $6. That's actually pretty big. That's not that big, but that's not the same thing. But yeah, here we go. Here's similar ones. Too expensive, though. They're selling round one with a hummingbird on the right. This style. Is that it right there? No. Different. But any of these would work. These are custom ones, that's why they cost more. What I need is the ones that aren't custom. You know, it just comes pre-made, welcome. I need to get it for around like, you know, $3 to $5. That one's nice. I'll have to hunt around for it, but the trick is to find out where they're getting it from and then become an additional seller for it. But instead of taking a 30% hit, instead of taking the 30% no-show again, what's no-show? What's no-show, 3Medic? Who didn't show up? Oh, not showing one. I always forget to do that. Oh man, that's why I need my dual monitor set up so I can see this stuff. Yeah, find this stuff that's selling for a premium price on Amazon, and if I could find it for like $3 or $4 and sell it for, you know, half what they sell for on Amazon or 3/4 what they sell for on Amazon. So like if I could find this for $3 and sell it for 15, well now they're saving $7 over Amazon and they get to buy it from someone local. And I'm really amazed these are selling so cheaply. I guess there's saturation. I guess there's enough people. That's nice. I guess there's enough people selling them that the price gets forced lower. Market pressure. Because I'm really surprised they could sell these for this cheap. That one's insanely cheap. It's 12 by 8 inches. It's not super tiny either. It's like the size of a sheet of paper. And beware of hummingbird. But you get the idea. It's just the more of the high-low premium stuff I sell, the more resources I'll have to get other stuff, and the more I can increase the diversity of stuff I sell, the more customers I'll have. And we can go from there. I'm thinking about starting a separate Patreon for the other channel, and then having it where anybody who joins at $10 a month, they get a pair of earrings every month. Because I can get these earrings very cheaply. I can vet them, make sure they're decent and not garbage, because some of them are pretty junk. You know, you get something like this. Now this is really nice. You know, that's a surprisingly nice set. And then you have some that are like, that's not that great. I guess it's not bad for the price, but it's not that great. And so I can go through vetting all of that. And earrings are something cheap enough that I can ship inside of an envelope. You know, stick it through a piece of cardboard and put that in the envelope to protect it. Oh, I got heartburn. I hate that reflux. It's so annoying. But that's it. Hope the city leaves me alone. Hope we have a mild winter, so I don't have to spend too much on heating costs. Hope none of the cars break. I'm gonna have to get a tire for the Leaf soon. That tire goes flat every 3 days now. I gotta keep airing it up. Eventually it's gonna lose air faster than I can fill it. And so I gotta come up with $30 to replace the tire. Go buy another used tire from the guy in Moriarty. And hope Michelle gets better. Hope the carport holds. Once spring comes, hopefully I'll be doing better and I can start buying materials to reinforce that carport properly. I'm gonna put like an extra 6 beams in there. I want to make it the strongest goddamn carport in the county. I don't ever want to have that problem again. The outside ones I want to be metal because they're exposed to the elements, but the ones on the inside I can use wood for that because they're not exposed to the elements. They'll be under the carport, so the wood will last forever. And I got this too. It was like $3. You can get a custom pin of whatever you want. So I got a custom pin that says Nerisse. Isn't that cool? I want to get Michelle a custom necklace that says Shelly. And I just thought that was pretty. And oh, it's amazing you could do stuff like that. I mean, 20 years ago, this would have cost a fortune to have this custom made. And now you can go on Temu.com and get it for $3.26. One. You don't have you're not buying 100 at $3.26 each. You're getting one. They make a one off for $3.26 shipped. That's ridiculous. That's just the economy of scale difference. That's just an incredible economy of scale difference. Just incredible. What? All right. That's it. I got to run to Walmart. I got to run to the post office. And then I got to go to the hardware store. Get some more of those metal brackets for the carport so that when he comes back, he can put them in to reinforce the other four corners, other three corners. And keep an eye out for a stream from the other channel later this week where I'm gonna just unbox and show off a gazillion of these stupidly cheap earrings that are just really cool looking. And go from there. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for joining in. As the holiday season approaches, please don't forget to, if you can, use my affiliate links. I got the Amazon, Temu, and AliExpress links all in the description. You just click on that link, it takes you to the page, and then you just buy what you want, and I get a commission. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and I'll show you. Am I allowed to show you? I don't think I'm not allowed to. I'm assuming it's okay to show you. But so for example, if I go here, view full report, commission, earnings. So for example, on these were returns. On this day, I made $4.55. You can see this is what I made it on. So someone bought a USB headset for $22. They got two of them. I made $1.14 commission. So just because that person was nice enough to use my link, they paid the same price they were going to pay no matter what, and I made $1.14. And they bought two of these. Graphics tablet, made $1.17 on that. Somebody bought a roll of, this is normal, somebody bought a roll of Overture matte finish PLA. I made 48 cents. So just by somebody buying a roll of filament that they were going to buy anyway, I got 50 cents. Now if 100 people do that, that's $50. So it adds up, you know. So if you use those links, I earn a commission. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Required wording by Amazon. But that's all it is. You know, if you have enough people using the links, it adds up. So that day, you know, on the 7th, I made $4.55. And in 3 months, I'll get that. So there's like a 90-day delay between when you earn it and when you get it. Because, you know, if there's returns, obviously you don't get that. You can actually see that here. Like on this day, something got returned. Yeah. So somebody bought this, and then he decided they didn't want it. They sent it back. So I had earned a $9.16 commission. And because I didn't make $9 that day, I ended up with a negative $7.69 that day. And the circular saw blade, I made 35 cents. Oh, someone bought that nail polish that I was buying. I made a nickel. Not bad. For a 98-cent bottle. Yeah. Isn't that a great color? Whoever bought that, it's a wonderful color. I love that color. I got to work on my influencer lists, too. Because these are great. This is a fantastic color. Looks like it's not available anymore, which is too bad. There's 98 cents for that color is amazing. Really, really bright, hot pink. And there's another really good color, too. It's a blue. There's a really nice blue color. Yeah, I bought two of them. For 98 cents, hell yeah. Let's see, do they have any more other colors? They didn't have too many at that price. Oh, here's the 98-cent ones. Oh, here's some $1.12 ones. Okay, so you can get the clear glitter for 98 cents. That is not available. Oh, that's pretty. Not available. A lot of times they're clearing them out, so you got to get them while they're available. $2.55. I think this is the blue that I bought. I got 3 of these. This blue is this blue here that I have on my hands now. Very beautiful blue, but it's unavailable now. $2.50. You just gotta hunt around. Yeah, these are all normal price. But make sure, watch the size too. Make sure it's at least 0.44 ounces, so you know it's a normal size jar of nail polish, and you're not getting some stupid micro jar. Let's see, any other cheap ones? 98 cents. What are we looking at here? Let's see, now this is 15 of them for 15. So you're thinking, hey, that's $1, right? They're half-size jars. They're little tiny jars. It's not a horrible price, but that's not exactly cheap either. Now, I should be able to restrict the price. Yes. Oh, I can't go lower than 8. Is there a sort by? Here we go. Sort by, price low to high. See, they got, oh, it's 2 cents. Yeah, after you pay $7 delivery. Yeah, let's just change it to prime. $1.12 for that one. These are nice. The Wet n Wilds are pretty nice. I haven't tried that one. But $1.29, $1.29, that's not bad. That looks pretty for not $1.98. Whole bunch of $2 colors. That purple looks nice. There's a whole bunch of $2 colors. And these are pretty good too. The Sally Hansen ones. I like them. That's a new one. I didn't see that one before. Sparklies. Oh, that's a nice bright green. So, you know, just different cheap colors you can get. When you're poor, you buy cheap. Very cheap. But there you go. I'm going to get this printing. I'm going to use the printer out there to print this. Because that one's got a good plate on it. I know it'll print nice. But I want to print this badly. Because I want to play with my big giant screwdriver. I want to see how this comes out. So, that's it. I will see you guys later. Remember, if you're not having fun, what's the point? You know what I mean? And if I do this right, I could print 4. 2 sets. So let's get rid of the driver. That is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Okay. Oh, I can't duplicate. It won't. It's not easy to duplicate these, but I can try. But I should be able to do this. Now, I can't do it that way. But what I should be able to do is one of these will have to go back here, and one of these will have to go up here. So this one will have to go back here. This one will have to come up here. Yes, this will work. So I can sequential print this, then print this, and this is short enough to be under the X arm when it comes down to print this. Print this, then this, and then as long as I space these out nicely like this to give the print head room, so print this, then this, then this, then this. So I can, if I do that, then I can do 2 sets in one process. I mean, I can hit go, and when I come back in next day, I'll have 2 sets finished on the printer. I don't think I can get away with 3. I don't think I can do 3. Hey, Atlantic Adventures. So the only way I could do 3 would be to do something like this. That could work. Yeah, that should be behind it. That might work. That might actually be able to sequentially print. So I might be able to do this one, this one, this one. That might actually work. I'd have to try it and see how close it comes, but I think that avoids collision. So when the print head comes down to print here, the nozzle goes out to here, which means the X arm will be back about here, which should clear this one. And then when you're printing the nozzles printing here, the X arm should be back here, which would clear this one. So I should be able to 3-way sequential print these. In fact, I could even print the nuts with it too. I could do a sequential print, a nut here, and a nut here. And then come back and print this one, this one, this one. So I should be able to do all 6 parts in one single print. That should be doable. Oh, that would actually be pretty nice if that worked. It would take about 18 hours. No, it would take about 30 hours. About 30 hours. But I could just walk away, and it would just go. Well, you got to do the math. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Images. Let's find a good angle. Here we go. No, just go away. So here's the printer. Yeah, isn't it amazing? And I think you can still get it at Micro Center for $100. So, Are you guys still seeing my screen? Yes. So here's the layout, okay? So I'm not worried about the print head. There's plenty of space for the print head to clear everything. The only thing concerning me is this aluminum rail right here. This aluminum rail right here. Okay? Now this one is a bit iffy because this nozzle is really close to the aluminum rail. So basically the distance from here to here. Okay? So that's the aluminum rail right there. You got to measure that distance from the rail to the tip of the nozzle. Okay? And then you look at this and you say, okay, if I put the tip of my nozzle right here, which is the farthest forward it can go, is the distance Can I do this? Sort of. Oops, so is the distance... Stop it! Why did you turn off? Is the distance from here to here bigger or smaller than this distance here? As long as the distance from here to here is small enough, then the X arm will not crash into that. And I also have some give me space. I believe I actually have until here. Because I believe with the nozzle touching the bed, the X arm might still be above this. That's pretty tall, though. That's pretty tall. The little grub screw, yes, the X arm will clear that. I can sequential print them right next to each other. But but this might be too tall. But yeah, that in theory. Now, if I'm real careful, I can get rid of the brim, not the brim, the skirt. And yes, that will absolutely clear. So if I get rid of, I don't need this much space there. If I get rid of the skirt, then this about fits perfectly in there. So yes, this would absolutely print just fine in sequential mode. On top of that, as long as I print here first and here first, even if it does crash into this, that's actually okay. Because that first layer will shift a millimeter or two. And that's okay. It'll still print just fine. As long as it doesn't crash a second time. But no, I think that would work. Now, of course, if I printed this on a 334 printer, I'd have plenty of space. But the nice thing, well, see, I don't need to print 6, so I don't need to print a zillion of these. The safe bet is to print 2, but I think I can get away with printing 3, and I think I can do all of it at once too. Meaning, I think I could print the grubs as well. Yep, absolutely. Why can't I unselect? Thank you. So that one there, and that one there. Can I do that? Maybe. I'd have to measure the height of it. This is 15 millimeters tall. What's the nozzle? This is not a nozzle. This is for mounting LED lights to my lamp posts outside. So let me show you. I'm printing these. So I have these solar lights. Really nice. You know, they actually produce a usable amount of light. Okay. Now the idea is this will fit inside of here. This is too small. This one's too big. I had to make it a little bit bigger, which I already did. But this would go inside of this. And now I can mount that to the top of my wooden post without having to use something janky. So I would permanently mount one of these onto every single post I have outside. They're about 3 feet tall. And then I would take my solar lights and stick them in the hole. And that would hold them up. And then, as you can see here, let me bring it up on here. Once I have them stuck inside there, I would then take this grub screw and stick it inside here and use this 3D printed gigantic screwdriver to tighten the grub screw. And because this screwdriver is so big, it'll actually work as a 3D print. And that will tighten. So this way I can, Before, I was going to have to print an adapter for every different light I have, and every single light I have is different. Now, instead of printing an adapter, I just tighten the grub screw. And if your pole's really small, I have a bigger grub screw. Although if you're going to put like Dollar Tree lights in this, you'd probably be better off printing an insert to go in here. But yeah, so now I print this. I can even print this in PLA. It'll never get hot enough here. When you're printing something this heavy duty, you could print it out of PLA and it's fine. You know, PLA is only a concern when you're printing thin stuff like this. You know, thin, flexible stuff. That's the only time PLA is a concern. If you're printing something with 200 grams of plastic, now about 140. I think this is 140. You're printing with 140 grams of plastic in something that big, even PLA will be just fine, as long as you don't print black. But I'll probably print them in PETG just because. Color won't matter. I'm probably going to paint them all sand color or white or whatever. Probably sand. I'll probably get that stone finish spray paint that has that rough, coarse stone finish. I'll probably get some of that in like beige, tan, and just paint them. And that'll also protect them from UV. But yeah, I could kill somebody with this. You could beat someone to death with this. Like, but yeah, the idea is I print a bunch of these, use deck screws to screw them into the top of each of my wooden posts. I have this little short wooden fence that goes around one part of the yard, and then I can just take my lights and go boop, tighten, done. You know, go to the next light, put the light in, tighten, done. And if I have to replace the light, I can unscrew, take the light out, put the new light in, screw it back in, and if the light's a slightly different size, that's okay. I just tighten the grub screw more. So yeah, really nice. I'm really happy with this. And now I figured out a way to do all 3D printing without having to print custom parts. Because before you were gonna have to make a custom insert for each lamp, and I have a library of inserts for whatever lamp you have. Now I don't need to. Now you just put the grub screw in and you're done. So much better. So yeah, that's gonna work out nice. That's a truly nice little useful project, something that's actually useful. And it doesn't cost much. It'll cost you how much? About $2 each. Yeah, it costs you about $1.50 to $2 each, depending on what you're paying for your plastic. And for something like this, you just buy the cheapest plastic and then you spray paint everything to match. So you just buy the absolute. There's a couple rolls of PTG on Amazon right now for $12. You buy $12 roll of PTG. That's enough to print 5 of these, maybe 6. Yeah, how much do I need each? Light mount. I need 157 grams per mount and screw. So 1,000 divided by 160. 6 of them. Good. I have 6 lamp posts. So 1 kilogram or $12 in plastic is enough to do all 6. And of course, you didn't see any of that because I didn't have the screen turned again. But yeah, 1 kilogram of plastic will let you print 6 of these. And that's printing with 6 perimeters and 25% infill. So it's going to be balls to the wall strong. That's a 2.4 millimeter wall thickness with 25% infill. That will never fail. It just won't. Unless you're dumb and print it in black and you live in Death Valley and you hit it with a baseball bat while it's holding a light, it's never going to fail. It's just not. If you're smart, if you do use black, just spray paint it white. You know, or sand colored. Where can I? Let's see if I can find that actually. Stone spray paint. Yep, here we go. Is there cheaper? Nope. So here you go. You buy a roll of this. What are you doing? You see here? See how it's got that stone texture finish? The cap is what the paint actually looks like. So you get that textured finish. That is this jar right here. Is that available at Walmart? Yep, and it's cheaper. Only a hair cheaper, but it is cheaper. So $10 at Walmart, and that should be enough. See how it gives that stone finish? That multicolor speckled stone finish, so it looks like it's made of stone or whatever. You just spray paint all the mounts with that. And now they won't get super hot in the sun, and they'll be protected from UV. So printing whatever PLA you got, spray paint them with that, and you're good. I will have these available once I verify they work. I'll make sure I get them online. But yeah, hard to argue with that. Super, super cheap, super effective. This is what 3D printing is made for. I mean, just the gasoline to drive into town to go to Home Depot and find something that I could use that won't look anywhere near this nice. Well, the gasoline alone will cost more than the roll of plastic to make this. It's a 50-mile round trip. That's going to cost me more than $12 in gas. Okay? So for less than the cost of gas, I just have Amazon ship me a roll of filament, and I print out 6 of these, and I go screw them into my light posts. Okay? And you can't get them any faster. Even if you could find custom mounts like this on Amazon, I can print them in less time than it would take Amazon to ship them to me. I can start the print now, and by tomorrow night, all 6 will be done. You know, just turn on 3 printers, and they'll be done in 12 hours. So yeah, this is something that 3D printing is good for. This is nice. You know, if you can make it big and chunky like this, then you don't have the strength issues to worry about. You know, you print something like this, you got to worry about strength. You know, this is thin. Okay. Wow, did that break? No, it tore a little bit though. You know, something like this is actually pretty strong because I made it strong. But you know that's got a lot of flex to it, and that's with all that structure I built into it. Oh, that's because this is where it was. I had it at 0.3, so it was under extruding. But that's PET G, so that would be okay in the heat. And the nice thing is this takes like no plastic. It takes a while to print, but that's what, 30 or 40 grams, maybe 50 grams. It's not much. It's very little plastic. But something like this, where it's going to be outdoors. I mean, when you print that chunky, when you print with a 1mm nozzle, or you print with 6 walls and 20%, 25% infill, it's not gonna fail. It's just not. You would have to intentionally do something nasty to it to make it fail. Oh, what if a car hits it? You're gonna have more to worry about than the $2 plastic mount. If a car crashes into your yard, the least of your concerns is going to be these plastic mounts. After you beat the crap out of the guy, bury him, and sue his insurance, then you print more. But all right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for joining in.